Hi, welcome to Glow's Planner Life. My name is Gloria or Glow. Either one works for me. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. I have another big swatch video. This is going to be a long one because there is a ton. So this was actually two separate orders. The ones in the middle are from one order and the ones on the side here is another order. So I just put them all in the box because I figured that looks nice. But my plan is, because I have so many to swatch, we're going to do it in my B5. And I decided to split it in the half-ish so I can continue doing inks in here. So I'm just going to set this bad boy aside. And man, I am so excited. I've been waiting for this package for like ever now too, so I'm really freaking excited. Where's it called? Crap, where is it? So I have this guy here, and I also have my pipette. Where did that go? Here it is. Sometimes my cats grab this stuff, and which I hate. I wish they wouldn't do that, but they're just cats. They don't know any better. And then I also have my dip pen here. And I have some water on the side. But we're just gonna jump in, man. I don't have an order to this right now. Maybe I can do my favorite ones first, and which I don't know which ones are my favorites yet because I haven't tried these yet. So I do have a big one here. I think this is Tiger Lily. I wish they would give these in smaller ones because I don't need 100 mils of this. I think that's how much it is in this thing. That's just way too much. That's insane to me. I don't need that much. But yeah, let's do it. Let's just pick one and just freaking go for it. I've been looking forward to this all day from work. Okay, so we have I cannot say that. Wait. I can say it. Hydrothermal spraying? Huh. I think that's a blue. Pretty sure that's a blue. And I don't know how big to do them since it's on like this size of a page, you know? We're just gonna start. Maybe we'll make these a little bigger. I don't know. I'm not an expert at swatching. I'm just having fun here. And honestly, I know I'm crazy for buying this many. How many do we have here? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I know I'm crazy. Please know that. I don't need this much for sure. Super unnecessary. But I really wanted some more blues. That was like one of my big reasons why I wanted. I think I did like I think it was like a deal, like a pack of 4. It was like a color combination. And there was just the blues that I wanted in that one. And I was like, you know what? We'll just do it. Why not? This one looks beautiful, by the way. And just like I did in my last video, I'm just going to put BPC. Maybe I did way too much ink there. This is starting to crinkle up a lot. But that's okay. Crinkle, wrinkle. Same thing, right? So, BPC. And then that's a long name. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna. Anyway, I just got off of work, and I had some dinner, and then I watched some Good Mythical Morning to bring my mood up a little more, because, I don't know, work, one, I've been really just tired, and I think it's just because it's a 40 week, and I'm just really exhausted, that's why. Oh, I'm already stained. Perfect. I know I wasn't stained before this video, Now I'm stained. And Okay, where should I put the ones I already did? Maybe back in the box. So I know I'm done with that one. But this one, it already looks so pretty. Oh man, I love how dark it is. Ohio River. Yeah, let's just freaking go for it. Oh, it's another blue one at least. Wow. Because consistent here for grabbing pics. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I'll do a little less. I don't know if that's less or more. Trying to clean it out before. Ah. Oh, but yesterday, the ETWs from, oh crap, that just fell. That was, where'd that go? The soft part of this fell to the ground, so let me wash that. But the ETWs from one building got transferred to the other building, and the last group that got transferred there told me some stories of how they were trained. So I wanted to sit in and just watch and see how it was done. Because I was just like, that can't... The stuff that they were telling me, I was like, there's no way that's true. And I only want to bring this up because it's interesting to me and it's what's happening in my life. Ooh, this one looks very similar to hydrothermal spraying, but it's a little lighter. Because that one looks dark. This one looks a bit lighter. Where's it called? So I sat in, and I know I am a very high detailed oriented person. I know that about myself. I'm very, at least about my work, maybe not my journaling desk. My desk is a freaking mess right now, but that's okay. But at work, I know this about myself. I'm definitely highly oriented on everything I do. I want to be as top-notch as possible. So, and that's what my man was telling me, but then he was like, no, what you're saying is right. It's this, he should not have done this. But one thing that really threw me off, by the way, this is Ohio River, was when he told them about the emergency exits. This building, by the way, has over 20 exits. And it's such a huge building. They have two separate emergency assembly points. And this guy just decides, yeah, all I'm going to say is look up and find the exit sign and follow it. That's all he told them. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's awful. You should have shown them at least what I do when I do my tour. When I do my tour, I always show them the exit signs and tell them, hey, make sure to turn right at this point. This is called oil rag. I think this is a green one. Because the other side has a fence, or you shouldn't be going on the other side because it's longer. Like, you want to explain that to them so then they know in case of an emergency. But no, this guy just was like, yeah, look up and you'll find the exit and follow it. And I was just like, that's insane. I was astonished. And then at the end, the poor ETWs, he tells them, he's like, I don't have to like you, but I'll still help you. And I was like, bro, like the way he said it, he's like, we work 12-hour shifts, so keep in mind, I don't have to like you, but I'll still help you. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so mean. And that's the thing that the other ETW told me that he said. And I was just like, no way. There's no way he said that. Like, that's so unprofessional. We are the first people these people see. The ETWC or any transfers or any new people. So why would you say that? Like, that is awful. It's terrible. And he actually said it. And I was just sitting there like, bro, I get it. You don't like the job, or this job is stressful. Ooh, this is a very pretty color. But how big I'm making it, it's probably going to only be 3 in a row. Maybe I should make them smaller. Or maybe 3 is enough. So 3, 3, 3, 3. Maybe 3 is enough. I don't know. Anyway, I was astonished by that. I was like, no way did this guy just tell them, oh, we work long hours here, so keep in mind, that doesn't mean I have to like you, but I'll still help you. Bro, we're all adults here. You don't have to sit there and say that and point blank tell them that. I was like, that's so mean. What is up with that? That is so freaking mean. And that was the way he ended it. And I was just like, dude, you're literally the first person they see. And you're just going to sit there and tell them, yeah, I don't have to like you, but I'll help you. Yeah, nobody likes their job, whatever. But at least put a front on, man. Don't come out as such a jerk. I really love this green, by the way. I don't know if the light or the camera is picking it up really well. But I love, it's already drying really good around here, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm loving these, by the way. This one's also drying up really cool. This one has like some pink in it, like pink shimmer. So pretty. I like oil rag a lot. I don't have a lot of greens. I have like a more brighter, fun green. So this green right here where it's a little muggy, I really enjoy. This is called Cistern. Oh, this looks like a blue. I should have grabbed this one before I did the oil rag, but that's okay. Am I in frame at least? I'm in a weird position with trying to grab all these out. Yeah, this looks like a blue as well. Do we want to start here or here? Let's go here. A little bit. The sound of the water is so funny to me. I know that's childish, but it makes me laugh. Makes me smile. I keep dropping things. I'm clearly too tired for this. I just want to post this today. So today is Wednesday morning. Ooh, this one's like a dark blue. You can also really see the... I don't know if you can see this, but you can see the gridding of the paper. Like it kind of looks white, like grid paper behind it, or the grid pattern behind it. That's so interesting. I don't know if that's going to stay like that, or... And maybe it's just how much I used. Oh, why am I closing this? I need to dip my dip pen. But it's called Cistern? Cistern? Am I saying that right? I'm probably not saying it right. There's a good chance that I'm not saying it right. Such a pretty blue. It's like, it reminds me of the sky, like the night sky. Oh, I'm not holding it right. B. One of these times I'm going to switch the B and the P. I bet I will. Ooh, that is such a pretty blue. I love how dark it is. Like, even these three together, you can really see the difference within all of them. This one has a lot of ink. I probably should have done less ink on that. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. I'm loving this dark blue one, though. I just love how pretty it is. I'm avoiding the big one just because I know it's an orangey one, but I don't know. Let's do this one. Burley Wood. Burley Wood. Oh, I think this is a brown. A lot of the browns I have are very light. For example, the Forgotten Iced Coffee or the Coffee Monster Co. one with Robert Oyster. They're very light in my opinion. I think this one's a little darker. I hope it's a little darker. I want something with a little more... I'm trying to get all the little dots out. I don't know how people do this online. You know who I think is like a total pro at this is Dandelion Diaries. I don't know if she does it so well and edits her videos so well. I really want to learn so I can get better at it. but she does an amazing job. Ooh, that just made the water really green. Interesting. It also made my pipette a little green too. Crap. Hopefully I can get all that out. I'm just tapping in the towel to let it out. Ooh, yeah, it's a nice brown. Ooh. I like that brown. It's kind of like a greenish brown. Am I crazy? Is that just what my brain sees? It looks like a greenish brown. Like where the wood kind of got like moss on it, and it's, you know, that's at least what I'm seeing. And maybe you guys see something completely different. I don't know. I hope the camera is catching this really well. This is my newer phone, so what's funny is my boyfriend will always tell me, oh, you can see such difference in your video qualities from your older videos to these videos. And I'm just like, I don't see a difference. They look the same. I'm like, what are you talking about? They look identical. There's nothing different. Absolutely nothing different. Burley Wood. I like this one. This one's really pretty. And as it's drying, it's not looking as green anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head. Let's do this one. Turkey Feather. I think this one's also a orangey brown. Not also, but like the tiger lily, I mean. Turkey Feather. Hold on, I gotta get all these dots out of water. There, it's a little better. I really don't know how I got my finger already. And put a little bit. Oh, that one also made it really green. Interesting. Sorry if the water intrigues me more than the swatching right now. Ooh, yeah, this is like an orangey brown, which I need. I have like a really bright orange, but I don't have like a more muted, because this feels more Thanksgiving to me, which I want. I love autumn. Is one of my favorite times to write anything in my journal. So now that I'm really into fountain pens and fountain inks, I really want that autumny fall, just giving you a warm hug. I love that it's called Turkey Feather, because it literally just reminds me of Thanksgiving. That's beautiful. I love that. Turkey Feather. Okay. Ooh, there's one called Megalodon. We're gonna do that one next. I'm just intrigued by the name. I think this was a gray, if I can remember. I think. Again, my brain's not all there after work. I'm exhausted. I was helping all day today, QC and run the line, even though I know I don't have to. But I really enjoy helping people, especially if I don't have too much things to do. Sorry, I gotta get all the water out of here. Again, I'm pretty sure this is like a grayish color. Grayish blue. That one is completely dried. That's crazy. I think I just gotta do less droplets of. Yeah, this looks like a gray from what I'm seeing. Am I still in frame though? Let me move my water so I can still be in frame. See guys, I'm improving. Ooh, yeah, that is a gray. I don't think I have any grays. I definitely have like grayish brownish with the Forgotten Ice coffee, Like, it looks great when you put it down, but then once it, like, completely dries, it doesn't look like that anymore. I need to make sure I look at this. Nope, I already spelled it wrong. Oh, well. It's an O, not an A for law. Megalodon. Just reminds me of freaking shark. Which I'm sure that's what they were going for, because it does feel like shark skin. Or the color of a shark. Oh, it's so cool. I like the wet part here still, and everything else is still... This dries quickly. But I do have the fan on in here, so maybe that's why. But still, it dries very quickly. I'm impressed with that. It's so pretty. Okay, which one's next? Tailings Pond? Sure. Ooh. I think this is a brown as well, actually. I don't think there's any real, like, mood palette here. It's just a bunch of inks I wanted. Okay, I think that's enough. Trying to be better about how much ink I use. Come on, get out. Whoa. This is dark. Did it look like that online? I'm like, I don't know if it looked like that online. This is another reason why I like doing these videos, because you really, like, yes, it looks like a certain way online, but I really think it's the paper. Depending on the paper, and I don't think I got good quality Tomo River paper this year with my sterling inks. They all kind of, like, if I use a certain pen or certain inks, they bleed through very easily. So just depending on the paper you have, I really think it depends on it. And it can change shading, everything, you know. Somebody in my last video was like, oh, tag me when you get this. And I'm like, I don't think I can tag you. I wish I could. When I respond to comments, it doesn't notify you guys. And I'm just like, that's messed up, YouTube. I remember when there was a time where I would get notified if somebody would respond to me. And I'm just like, why can't they bring that back? I'm like, what the hell? That's not cool. Is it turning more brown now that it's drying? I don't know. I'm looking really closely at it and I don't see it. Ooh, Weathered Penny. I think this is a red. I think this is a red. A reddish. I think. I'm trying to get all of this out. It's not coming out. I just don't want to change the color, you know. And maybe you don't know, and that's okay. Weathered Penny. Ooh, yeah, it looks like a red in there. I'm trying to do less. I'm trying to do better with... I'm excited for this one. Ooh, maybe not a red? Maybe more of a brown red? Oh, it's peeling up though. You can see the paper is kind of peeling. I don't love that. I don't know if it's this guy either, because obviously that's for nails and it's not for fountain inks. I keep saying I should get one of those acrylic stamps and use that instead. But it doesn't, I don't feel like if I'm going to go to Jet Pens and order something, I'm not going to just order one thing. Especially if it's only $5. I can't justify that in the shipping. I'm like, no. I need to get that in like a pen or, I don't know, cover for a journal, like something. I can't justify paying $15 for one damn item. Like, what? No. Maybe it looks like a rusted penny. I don't know. It looks, online it looked a little more red. This looks a little more, it just looks like rust, which I think makes sense for the name. For the name that it's called, it makes total sense. What an interesting color, though. Very interesting. This one is still wet. I put way too much on there. These two right here. I did way too much. The rest are drying really quickly, though. Okay, what's next? Washed lavender. This one I'm excited about. Very excited. I want to make sure I shake out all the water in this. Just get it all out. Okay, got it all out. And am I in frame? I want to be in frame for all this. Maybe I should tilt it. Since I'm like in a tilted angle. This is just how I like to sit at my desk. I think that's why. I do it with my planning stuff too. Because it's more comfortable where I'm sitting. I want to make sure there's nothing on. Ugh, it fell again. I'm going to go nuts. It's on the floor. I'm going to pick it up with my foot. Don't judge me, guys. Oh, there's literally all this cat hair on it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me pause and clean this. Okay, I'm back. There was so much cat hair on this bad boy. Whoa, that looks gray. That looks gray. It's called washed lavender. Or maybe when it dries. That looks very gray though. Whoa. I don't mind it. I'm into it. It's very light. Can I fit washed lavender? Am I going to spell it right at least? Come on. You can spell here. Ooh, it is turning more purple as it dries. Ooh, what an interesting color. It's like, it's really changing before my eyes. Like completely changing into something completely different than I would expect. Cold Snap. I like watching people swatch the fountain inks because I like seeing how they dry. I don't really get to enjoy too much of it since I'm going from ink to ink, but that's okay. Cold Snap. Okay. It looks kind of bluish in here. Yeah, it looks very blue in the pipette. Pipette. I like saying that word. Pipette. Pipette. Oh, did you guys watch Love Island? I'm sorry. I'm in such a big Love Island kick right now. Huda gives me so much anxiety. Ooh. Whoa, what a color. Oh, there's a hair in there. Can I pick that up? I got it. Whoa, what a pretty color. It looked blue in the thing, but it's not blue. Anyway, I love Love Island. But Huda gives me so much freaking anxiety. That girl needs therapy. And I feel really bad for Chris because he's really trying to, like, communicate with her. And she's just not... She's not having it. Ooh. The name doesn't make sense to me, though. I will say that for this ink. But it is such a pretty color. It's green, but yet, like, teal. It's kind of like a washed out teal. Like, this is a perfect name for this one. Cold Snap doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to other people. Let me know down below. But yeah, that... I didn't expect that for Cold Snap. And I know I looked at these online, but I've literally been waiting forever for these inks. So, oh, I have 3 more. Prickly Pear. I think this was a purple. But every time I say I think, it completely is different. Every time. Every time that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this online being this color, and then I swatch it and it's something completely different. Which again, I'm not mad at. I'm just happy to have the inks. I also think this was part of one of the sets. I think I did like 2 sets in one of my orders. So, a little more. Ooh. Okay, let's see this one. Did I clean off that hair? No. See, right now the cats are in a big shedding season, and it doesn't matter how much I vacuum or how much we brush their hair, it still ends up everywhere. I swear. Okay, these two look very similar right now. Like, if you were to put these on 2 separate papers and ask me to differentiate, at least right now with it being, where's it called, wet, I would not be able to tell you the difference. I would tell you this is the same color. Because it really does look like the same color. It does not look different at all. Am I crazy? It looks the same. It's called Prickly Pear, though. I like the name. What a fun name. Prickly Pear. I was about to say, are there pears this color? And I'm like, wait, yeah. I see it in my head now. There is. I don't know the name of them, but there is a pear that's this color. I don't know, maybe it's more red than this one. Like, this one's more like a rusty brownish, and this one's more of a red. But they seriously look identical. I probably should have only gotten one. But again, I think this was part of a set, and this was part of a separate set. And I think the reason why I did the sets was because they were less expensive together than they were like separated. So I figured, why not? But they look so similar, even while it's drying. I'm just like, whoa. This is called Firebox. I'm guessing it's going to be a red or orange. Like, what else would it be if it's called Fire? Right? I want to ink one of my pens with this one of these blues. Either this one or this one. Because I like the sheening of the pink. I just love that. Or the little shading around that. Is it called sheening or shading? I think it's called shading. I'm not good at that yet. I gotta learn the terminology better. Be a better YouTuber or whatever. But I'm just myself. Ooh! I'm going big. Ooh, I like this. Is that orange or red? Or is it a orange? Is that what they call it when it's like a orange, like red and orange, but together, you know, you're mixing the 2 names together? What a cool freaking color! Guys, I'm loving this color. This is such a cool one. I don't think I have a pen that would go with it. And maybe now it's time to get another pen. Wink, wink. But what a cool freaking color. I love this color. This is such a cool one. And then right next to it, we'll do Tiger Lily. And I want to compare the bottle sizes because, whoa. Ooh, and the cap is a different color. Look at that. What a crazy difference. I will say I like the girth on this bad boy. But I also like I like that they're in glass bottles, by the way. I don't love what's called diamine and their smaller ones where they're not in glass bottles. That just makes me sad. Ooh, this one. Again, I don't need this much ink. Let's be real here. I'm not going to finish those. Oh, she's using the steps. She never uses them. So here we have these little kitty bridges. And Pebbles has never used them. And she's actually using them. Oh my gosh, she almost fell though. She's trying to get over to another step where Grogu is at. And they're kind of just like pawing at each other. I love my cats. I'm such a weirdo. I love them so much. I keep telling Thavio we should get another one. And he's just like, our apartment's too small for that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I mean, like, sure. He's totally right on that. Like, we wouldn't have space for another litter box. And it would be a pain to introduce cats again. Because it literally took us like maybe 2.5 weeks to get them slowly introduced. Oh, it looks way more red now that it's dried. But I will say, very worth it. If you do get, let's say you have a cat right now. This just turned it very green. If you get a cat right now, and then in a year you get another cat, introducing them slowly is the biggest key. Ooh. Such a pretty color, too. Introducing them slowly is such a huge, huge thing. Like, I have seen people just shove them in a room and just be like, yeah, we're done. Like, this is it. And I'm just like, no, that is not it. And then they'll complain that, oh, they're not friends still yet. It's been over 6-7 months and they still can't get together. Now they're trying to, you know, prioritize like their territory and try to mark stuff. And I'm just like, that's because you did not introduce your cats correctly. You did not do the slow process of introducing them through a physical door with food, slowly inching them together every day, not letting them see each other. It is easier. Oh man, I just spelled that way wrong. It is easier when they're babies, for sure, but you gotta be patient with it. Ooh, this is such a pretty orange. I love it. Now I'm tempted to get there's like an elastic one, and then there's like other ones that I'm just like, oh, they're so pretty. Like, that are in the big bottles. Again, I wish they would offer them in smaller bottles because I would totally buy them. But they're just too big. I'm sure there's a reason for it. But I am going to pause, let all of this dry, even though it's really just this one here and this one. But I will be right back. A few minutes. Probably right away for you guys, but yeah. Okay, I'm back. The only one that has not fully dried is just this small little spot on Firebox. But everything else, pretty darn dry. I want to bring up a close-up of these. Ooh, can it focus? Can my camera focus? Come on, camera. I think Hydrothermal Spring and Ohio River have to be one of my favorites just because of the sheen on that bad boy. Oh, man. I love the shading in Oil Rag. Cistern, I thought there was sheen in it, but maybe I'm crazy. And Burley Wood, there is some slight. Again, I don't know if the camera is really picking it up. Hopefully it is. Turkey Feather, maybe I just swatched it wrong because I looked up a photo online and there is supposed to be like some green sheen to it. But again, maybe I just swatched it wrong. It's fine. Megalodon has to be one of my favorite grays. I love the shading in that. Tailings Pond. There's not a lot to this. I don't know if it's just a swatch I did. Like, over here, it's lighter. And then the middle is very, very dark. There is some shading, like if I twist it like that. Weathered Penny. Again, maybe I just did too little ink. I'm still learning how to do this, so don't, like, be mad. But maybe it's just the way it was swatched. I don't know. Because it's the same tone all the way around. Not my favorite one. It is still a really pretty color. It's just not my favorite one. Washed Lavender is one of my favorites. I love the shading in this one. I know for some people this would be too light to write with, but I feel pretty comfortable with this. Cold Snap is also one of my favorites now. Sorry. I like the shading. Both of these have great shading, and I think it's so pretty. I just love how it looks. Prickly Pear is one of my favorites as well. I love how dark and purple and like, it's like a red purple. Firebox is also one of my favorites now. I don't know if it's picking it up in the camera, but it's very red. Like, I think it looks more orange in the camera, but it's more red to me. And then Tiger Lily, there's some sheen. I thought there was supposed to be a lot more sheen, and again, maybe it's just the way I swatched it. But this looks more yellow on camera. In person, it's much more orange. Much more orange. But it's so pretty. I love, 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 love. Very happy with this haul. Happy I got them. We can add that in the end. I want to ink some pens up. One that I think would look really good in this one would be the Sea Glass. Oh, look at that pairing. Guys, I'm going to ink this one up with this guy for sure. This is going to be with this one now for sure. I don't think it'll be like a forever match, but definitely for July. Ooh, so pretty. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to the end of this video. If you did make it to the end, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know down below which one's your favorite. And if you're planning to buy some inks, let me know. Like, they are so gorgeous. Anyway, thank you so much. Bye.